There's a problem with whatnot selling, and I'm going to tell you the problem that could arise and how you can protect yourself from it, because it could lead to you being kicked off whatnot. Stay tuned. Hey, what's up? This is Shane, the Rising Grand Picker, and welcome back to another video. And listen, I have my eBay store down below in the comments. I'm going to pin my eBay store. Go check it out. We got over 6,000 items in stock. So little do you know that Whatnot is a live auction platform, and whatnot selling has become very popular, and also full-time whatnot selling has become very popular. Now, what I want to tell you, there's a hindrance to whatnot. It is a live auction platform, so keep those two keywords in mind when I'm talking about whatnot later on in this video. There's also some other live auction platforms such as Hbid. They also do multicast and stream casting. But what I can tell you is Hbid requires you to be an auctioneer in some states because it is a live auction. Now I'm going to explain the auctioneer law and all that in this video. So you're going to want to hear this. And you're going to want to look the law up in your own state that you're performing whatnot auctions in, because you could be breaking the law. So I live in a great state of Illinois, and in Illinois we have to have a auctioneer license to even do an auction on eBay. And for Hbid we have to have an auctioneer license, and we have and honestly we have to have an auction firm license in the state of Illinois. So what that means is you can't do auctions online, or you can't do auctions in person without an auctioneer license. So you see where I'm going with this. You cannot perform a live auction online or in person. So what that means is you cannot do whatnot. So I actually did another video. I'm going to link the other video right here, one of these places right here, where you can go check out the other video I did, and I broke it all down. And I had someone comment on that video, and they said, I live in Vegas and I did a whatnot auction, and I got a letter in the mail from the auction committee telling me that I cannot perform live auctions, and he only did 3 of them, and he got a letter saying that he needed an auctioneer license. In Illinois, you have to have an auctioneer license and an auction firm license. If you are the auction firm, like you can get an auctioneer license, you can go auctioneer for other auctioneers. But if you start an auction company, you have to have an auction firm license as well. So what does this mean? Well, this means several things. First, you cannot in Illinois do whatnot unless you are a licensed auctioneer and went to auctioneer school, which I went to auctioneer school at the Missouri School of Auction, but I am not a licensed auctioneer yet. I am going to go take my test and become one very soon, probably here in the next few months. So whatnot is going to have a very big hurdle to hurdle when these states start cracking down on whatnot sellers. In the state of Illinois, they crack down on people literally left and right for auction firm licensures. My buddy just did his first live auction, and he got audited by the auction firm, by the state auctioneer board, like immediately. It was seriously crazy. So Hbid is another live auction platform where you can do live auctions, and the bidding can be a soft bid or it could be live multicast streamed. And Hbid, you have to have an auctioneer license, or you can't even get on the platform as a seller in the state of Illinois. So Whatnot is probably going to have to go back and do this. So if you're a big Whatnot seller in one of these states like Illinois or Indiana or somewhere where they require an auctioneer's license, and you to go to auctioneer school, I would go ahead and go to auctioneer school and get the license before they require it, because it doesn't just take a little bit. It's, I think, 12 weeks for auctioneer school to get through it, or maybe 6 weeks. And then you got to go take a test through the state and get your auctioneer license. And then you got to apply for an auction firm license, which is like $500 to even be an auctioneer. Comment down below if this has ever happened to you or someone that you know that has been selling on Whatnot, because I'm curious. Comment down in the comments if you're in a state that requires an auctioneer license, but you don't have one. I don't know of anyone. The only person I know that commented literally was in Las Vegas and was fined for, not fined, but threatened to be fined for not having an auctioneer license. Or maybe it wasn't Vegas, but it was somewhere out in Nevada or somewhere around there. Oh, by the way, this is my eBay setup, so I'm actually listing right now. I'm getting ready to edit this video, and then I was gonna get some listing done. We have 6,270 listings. So yeah, it's exciting and a lot of work. So this is one of the reasons why I haven't really jumped to Whatnot yet. I'll be honest with you. I could have, like everyone else did, but I was kind of afraid to a little bit. And now that I know that states are cracking down, I'm going to wait till I get my auctioneer license. I have this cool idea where I'm actually going to do estate sales on Whatnot and get contracts for the estate sales. And then I'm going to either sell it on Whatnot or on Hbid, but I really want to sell it on Whatnot, and I want to bring like cool coin collections and stuff like that. But I would be a licensed auctioneer, and I would be performing a live auction on Whatnot as an auctioneer. So what I'm going to do today is make a Whatnot seller account, and I think I already actually have one, and I just don't sell on there. And I'll have my seller account active, and as soon as I get my license, I will start trying to get contracts for auctions, and I will probably start doing some auctions on Whatnot. But I'm going to get licensed first, and I'm not going to leave eBay. Like, my eBay store is my baby. Like, I love my eBay store, so I would never give up eBay. I'm still a full-time eBay seller. I don't sell on Whatnot currently and haven't sold a single item on Whatnot, but I want to change that. But it's, you know, it's going to be like, I'm an auctioneer. I'm going to go get contracts from people for estates and then run them on Whatnot and Hbid and live bidding as well. But I want to incorporate Whatnot in the estate auction kind of buyout on higher end buyouts, or higher end, not buyouts, but higher end contracts. Because as an auctioneer, you're going to get the contract and you're just taking a percentage, okay, a percentage of the profit. So let's say you sign a contract for 10%, you're going to get 10% from the seller. And then if it's a live auction or if it's on Hbid, you're going to get 10% from the buyer. But on Whatnot, you're just going to get, you know, whatever you sell the items for, you're going to get 10% of, or 15% or 20% or whatever the auctioneer negotiates with the client. But I can tell you, Whatnot is going to have to get out in front of this, or they are not going to have a pleasant surprise. I mean, if the states decide Whatnot is a auctioneering platform and they're going to fine people, they're going to start fining Whatnot for letting the people sign up and sell on their platform. Like, that's a crazy thing to think of if it gets to that, which it sounds like it's starting to get that. The state of Illinois passed our auctioneer law like maybe 2 years ago, maybe 3, where it's online and in person is considered an auction in the state of Illinois, as long as they're being withheld in the state of Illinois, or they're being held in the state of Illinois. So if you're holding an auction in the state of Illinois on your private property, it's still in this state. They can fine you. And it depends on how many states start going towards that. If there's a lot of states that start going towards that, you're probably going to see Whatnot starting to get fines as well as the sellers. So tell me what you think down below. Comment down below what you think or what you've heard, or maybe even if you have anyone that you know that succumbed to this virtually. And then like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.